Hello, I want to put out this quick update on the camper. Not really an update, but wanted to show some of the features, the inside of the trailer, and some of the stuff that you will get with this trailer. Let's start off with the front. And I apologize for the sun. I tried to get out here before it came up, but didn't make it. Now, this jack is new, and it has the larger tire. I forget the size, but it makes it easier to maneuver. It came with a small tire, but this one is more heavy duty and it's a bigger. All right. It does not have the battery. You can get a battery, uh, and this is the connection for the battery. Now I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. I don't like doing business and hiding anything from any potential buyer. All right, so you're gonna get everything. Now this does retain water when it rains, and you will see some rust on here. There's a couple of drainage holes in there, but my intention was always to drill some more, but I never got around to it because the water will collect if you don't um, come and check it after a rain and drain it out. All right, now I'm gonna try to get under here, but there's a full body skid plate, and as you can see, that water has been taking a toll on this skid plate. There is some rust under here. And speaking of rust, I can't remember the name of the material, but this is okay. There's no wood on this trailer. And it's made of aluminum, so you don't have to worry about rust or rotting wood when it comes to the interior of the trailer or the outside. I guess the only concern would be that bottom part where there is actual iron and steel. All right, let's give you an overall look at it before we go talk about what's inside. All right, and I forgot to set the other spare. Ooh, do over, take two. I forgot to set out the extra pair of tires, but this comes with the original tires and these tires here. And these are the Kumho, I hope I'm saying it right, Kumho um, Road Venture Mud Terrain. All right, I'm trying to find the size. These are 265 70 17. Some rugged, tough tires. And if you have concerns about road wear on mud tires on pavement, I've had these on here for a number of years, and you can see minimal wear on these tires. So I believe that's a myth that's busted. Maybe it's just this way because it's on a lightweight trailer, but they've held up, had no problems with these. All right, this is where your power is. And let's talk about this real quick. This top part here, it folds down, and these are the support legs once it folds down, and this becomes your bed. And once it's open, you have, I believe it's 6 feet that way, and once this folds open, I believe you have 10 feet of space from here to the other side of the bed once it's folded down. Speaking of the bed, one thing that I have to get is another mattress pad. The one I had is worn out, so I threw it away. And I've been using an air mattress and a 6-inch foam pad. I'll show you that in a moment. All right, let's continue with the outside. All right. What you see here, this is the way the Jeep, I keep saying Jeep, this is the way the trailer came when I bought it, except for these. I added these just for extra visibility at nighttime. But everything else was on there. The little Jeep plate came, the star was on there, everything was on here. All right, and this bumper is, it's, how can I say this? There were 3 models of this trailer, or 3 versions, however you want to say it. This was the, how can I say this? Okay, well, what I'm trying to say is this right here, I think this steel plate gives you more protection than this aluminum bumper. So that's what I liked about this trailer, is you always had this back here for extra protection in case you had an accident from the rear. This will give you more protection, and I think it will protect the trailer more than this piece of aluminum would. Again, there is some rust here. Like I said, folks, the good, the bad, and the ugly. All right, there is some rust here, and you can see I attempted to coat it to prevent some of that rust, but it's coming through. Speaking of coating, this is, I don't know what brand it is, but I did redo this coating. This is not paint. This is that truck bed liner type of stuff, and I need to give it another coat. You probably can see right here it's kind of thin in some areas, but I need to give this another coat. All right, and speaking of that, it is peeling along the edge in some areas. You can probably see it right up there where it's peeling, and my intention is to, if I get around to it, is to get some type of glue and glue that back down instead of just redoing all of this, which will be very expensive because I priced it before. Since the coating is still here, would be a lot more inexpensive just to get some good glue and glue it down. All right, and all right, I think that's it. Oh, I forgot, the handles are new, and these are plastic handles, but they are durable. What am I forgetting? Okay, I forget the name of the suspension, but I think it's, and I'll look this up. When I edit the video, I'll look it up and include it, but I think it's torque, I can't remember, but maybe if you see it, you will. Hold on, let's do this. Maybe you know what type it is if you can see it, but that's it right there. I really like that. All right. All right, I just noticed I was upside down, so. All right, let's start around here. One more thing, this has no type of support for the top once you raise it. I use this PVC pipe here to hold it up, and this thing is heavy. So if you're interested in this, I would recommend you, when you use it, you have a partner, or that you have a really strong back. I weighed it one time, but I forgot, but this is really heavy. All right, let me see. Okay, this, I think, okay, let's talk about the extra stuff. This is a Coleman stove. I never used it. I bought it and checked it out to see how it operated, and since then it hasn't been fired up. So that's a freebie. Just a little step ladder that comes in handy to get in and out. That pump, that's a freebie, along with this air mattress. I forget the size. Okay, maybe the information is on there somewhere. All right, but that's all freebie. And this tarp here, it's not the real what you call it, thick, high quality tarp, but that's included. All right, and like I said before, I was using this in place of the old sleeping pad I had in here that I got rid of. Also, this is the user's guide here. Got some useful information in it. And this is the 2011, by the way. Livin Lite only made these. They did these for a few years, and then I believe Thor bought them out, and this brand or this model pretty much just disappeared. All right, let's talk about the inside. If you're interested in this, these are things you need to know. You have to be aware of these screws. you saw the suspension on this. This trailer does not have a lot of, all right, you're not riding in a Cadillac. When this thing's going down the road, it's not a smooth ride. It's a lot of bumps, all right? And these screws tend to get loose. Every screw, not every screw, but a lot of them. You have to check these, or one day you'll be going out to set it up and the screw will be gone. So you have to keep an eye on these screws. All the screws. I just check them periodically to make sure they're still tight. Okay, and the sock. The sock is here to prevent this bar from rubbing on the tabletop and messing it up. Okay, there's some damage here. I did that moving some gear around here one day. This is your storage area, and you could, I think it was you had the option to get an AC. That was like an optional thing, and if that AC, I believe it was right here in place of this or underneath this something. Anyway, this did not come with the AC. Let me see. And this is an aluminum floor. Like I said, no wood in here, no plywood. You have one outlet here, and that is I guess the circuit panel. You have another outlet, and you have like, well, I call it a cigarette lighter outlet right there. Plug in for power. This is your, let me see, that's your smoke detector. So this is the, what do you call this? Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. Not H2O, carbon monoxide detector. Now this is taped up because I believe the little clip that holds this panel up, I believe it's broken off, and this tape is just to keep it from falling down. Same with this. Like I said earlier, this thing is a rough ride going down the road. So these would tend to just come open from all the bumps in the road. And that's taped up so that it doesn't fall off or fall down. Comes with a fire extinguisher. Also, this is your table. This pole was starting to rust. So it was originally chrome, but I painted it just to prevent some of that rust. You can see here. All right, this is your table. Put the pole here, and you can see the hole. You put the pole into the table, and it sits up about, if you can see that, sits up about right there. Now I have to tell you, there's not a whole lot of moving around room once you use that table. So I hardly ever used it. Let me see what else. All right, this is your storage room. All right, the bar is preventing me from lifting up, but you have storage room underneath here. Hope you can see that. And over there, under that panel, that's your power. That's all your power and stuff. Now, speaking of that, hold on, where are we? Okay, I have to get some work done on that, and I have to take it to a professional electrician over at the RV camper sales place. Get them to check it out. There's a problem with it. So that's one thing that has to be fixed. Okay, let's talk about this couch. You can get 2 people on the bed, or let me see. Yeah, that's right. You can get 2 people on the bed, and you can get 1 smaller person on this couch when it comes to sleeping. Now, let me show you. This is some type of pleather material, and as you can see, I don't want to scratch on it, but it is starting to peel here, and it has already peeled here, and this is what's underneath this pleather stuff, and that's another thing I have to get fixed. Okay, and I looked all over the light, but let's zoom in. Okay, that light plugs into that. Hold on. If you can see it right there, the light plugs into that. That's something else I have to get the electrical guys to check out and see what's wrong with it. Last time I plugged it in, it did work, but there's a loose connector, so I have to get that fixed. Okay. And this is something else you have to know. If you do not like bugs, I will not recommend this for you because this is not bug proof. I think the owner before me, he used like the pool noodles. He would put them around once you put the tent up, oh, by the way, just point to the picture. Okay, hope you can see it. There's a glare, but once you put the tent up, all around the edge is not sealed. So any little critter who happens to be at your campsite, he will come up in there. So I believe the previous owner put a spaghetti noodles around to keep them out. I use various, whatever I had to just put around the tent area just to keep them out. So you have to know that. Let me see what else. This is some minor stuff, but there's a crack right there. It does not affect this right here. That bolt just needs to be tightened up, but it does not affect that at all. Let me see. I think that covers it, folks. If you have any more questions, feel free to send me an email and we can talk about it. And once I've have all the work done on this, then I will know the final price. And I think that's about it. Okay. One thing I'm forgetting. Right now I have a brand new tent for it, but I have to put the studs into the tent. And hold on. All right, this is the old tent, and if you want it, this will be included. My plan was to keep this and maybe make a vestibule or a, what do you call it? Just have it over the entrance to the camper so that I could walk in and wouldn't get soaked by rain or whatever. You know, I had built an area I can go and be undercover before I went into the camper. That was my plan, but I never got around to using it. Okay, I was gonna, well, anyway, that's on you. If you want it, I'll include it. It leaks, okay, but there is some use in it. And this, by the way, folks, this is not like vinyl or what's the word? Canvas. I think it's kind of like marine vinyl. I think that's what it's called. So it's kind of like it's built for the water, you know, being on the boat. So it's pretty good quality stuff. All right. Now, yes, but I got off track. On the new tent, these are not inserted or attached. I have to attach these to the new one before I can put it on. Once I get that done, and I will put it on the camper and do another video showing you what it looks like. One thing you need to know, if you are a jupe, okay, I don't know what a jupe is, but that's a new word for you. If you are a Jeep enthusiast and you crazy about Jeep, this does have the Jeep logo on it. However, the company who sold me the new tent, the Jeep logo is not on there because they are not authorized to put it on there. Jeep won't let them do it. So just keep that in mind. If you see one of these trailers and it has the Jeep logo, then it's not going to be on the new tent once I put it on. And I think that's it. Let me make sure again before I stop this video. Oh, please disregard. Don't pay attention to my messy garage. I'm trying to get it organized. So just remember one more thing. I did say I would give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. All right, this is taped up and it has a piece of wood in here for support. Otherwise, once you connect it to your vehicle, all that weight is on just this right here. And so in order to prevent this from just tearing up, another new word. I put a piece of wood in here and taped it up and put it just for support. So there's nothing broken, nothing wrong with it. I was just trying to do some preventative maintenance right there. All right, folks, that's it. I'm gonna cut it off right here. Try to get this edited and get it put up on YouTube. Thanks for watching. All right, I'm glad I did not stop the recording. One more thing, this trailer has no brakes and it has no way to be secured. And I use this chain right here to keep it secure. So keep that in mind. And I believe that is it. Thanks again.